What's the crack? What's the bleeding story? How yous all doing? I hope yous had all a good weekend. It was a bank holiday weekend in Ireland, so today I was off chilling out before the carnage of the week starts for me. Going to Spain on Thursday and going to Salou, so chilling out there. I'll be drinking pints of mojito and big dirty Cuban cigars, fucking drinking and eating, you know, all the best of gear. Yeah, looking forward to that. Can't wait to get a few days rest and stuff like that. I'll be over there for the Arsenal match, obviously on Friday night. I'll be watching it in a pub in Spain somewhere. You know, looking forward to it. I can't wait for the season to start now. I'm excited. The result the other day, 6-0 against Sevilla. Jesus Christ, what can I say about that? They were fucking brilliant. Every one of them. You know what I mean? Every one of them. I'm really impressed with them. They're making me eat my words and fucking happy days, and I'm delighted. You know what I mean? I don't give a bollocks what people think of me or anything like that. I support that team right there, and that's what I want. I want them winning. I want them challenging. You know what I mean? Let's hope they prove me more wrong. Please do. Please, I'm fucking begging you. I want to be wrong. You know? But yeah, look, come here. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Please do help me out. I'd really, really appreciate it. But I'm going to talk today anyway about the Gakpo, the fella who we're linked with. I don't know, I think they're fucking PSV Eindhoven have slapped to something like 35 million, 40 million on his fucking head, saying that this is what he is if you want to buy him. I don't watch the Dutch league that much. Every now and again, the odd game with PSV Eindhoven, Ajax or something like that, I'd probably watch games like that, you know, or if they're in the Champions League, Europa League, and you know, I'd watch that. I'm not going to turn around and say, oh, I watch every single game, I know every player in the league, because I don't, and probably 95% of the people that are looking at this don't either. You know what I mean? So don't be fucking. What I'm talking about is even other YouTubers that are saying, oh yeah, I know the player, I've watched them here and there and everywhere. Fuck off, will you? Seriously, get a life if you're watching every league in the bleeding world, seriously. But anyway, I've only watched him through YouTube clips mainly. I've looked at a few today. You know, he looks good. He seems to be a right-footed player that plays on the left-hand side, cutting in, and I like that about a player. I really do. I manage a football team, and my left winger, he's a right foot, and I like cutting in, and then you can get the shot with your right foot. I think if we did get him, he'd play havoc with defences. You know, him, Jesus, Saka. You know what I mean? It'd be a good option, even if he's not guaranteed. It's a good option to have off the bench, and I'm going to hit on the bench now in a bit. But look, he's going to be an improvement. You know what I mean? I don't mind that improvement, small steps. Let us get there. You know what I mean? If we want to challenge for the title, you need these type of players. You know, coming off the bench and stuff like that. What's going to happen with Pepe? You know what I mean? Are we going to sell him? Are we not going to sell him? Look, unless we're willing to sort of half the wages and whoever takes him on loan or buy him, you know what I mean? I'm not sure about Pepe if we're going to get rid of him. You know, I think they do want to get rid of him. Jeez, yeah, they definitely do. But I just think it may be harder because he's on a high wage, and what club would be willing to gamble on him? Like, you know what I mean? Especially in the Premier League, maybe Spain, Italy, France. You know, they may take a gamble, but I think Arsenal will have to, if it's a loan deal, certainly they'll have to come up with a bit of his wages anyway to sort of, like, you know, keep the other club happy if they want to get him off. But yeah, look, it's an improvement. That Gakpo guy, if we get him, happy days. It's an improvement. So yeah, Telimans then on the other hand, I don't know why they're sort of delaying with this. If they want them, like you see some reports are saying, yeah, Arteta wants him. Other reports, oh, he's well on. Edu has it nearly in the bag now at this stage, and Telimans himself has agreed personal terms and stuff like that. If that's the case, get him in. Why are we delaying? I think, is this Arsenal being fucking Arsenal and you know, penny pinching and trying to get an extra million or two off by the end of the transfer window? Just fucking sign them. You know what I mean? Like these players, like we could get fucking, you know, United could go in for him, or I don't know who else is linked with him. I haven't a clue. Newcastle probably. Any player we're linked with, Newcastle seem to be linked with him as well. But like, you know, you don't want them going to a rival like Basuma, because He plays midfield, defensive midfielder the odd time. Probably his best position if he's in midfield, sort of pushing on, attacking. You know, I certainly like. The only reason why I'm sort of let's go for him is because there's no other sort of centre defensive midfielder that we've been linked with, and I think Partey needs that a bit of hand, you know what I mean, a bit of help in some of these games. Like, you know, if you're going up 1-0 or 2-0 or whatever, and you're away from home and you need to sort of steady the ship and tighten up the defence, you know, you could ask him to get into that role, him or Partey, help out the defence, you know. That's why I'm sort of, yeah, let's get him over the line, because there's no one really else that we have been linked with for that position. Like, you know, that is, like, you know, further down the line or whatever you want to call it, you know. But yeah, like, you know, let's just get it done and like try and get it done this week or something like that, because the season's starting on Friday. You know, we're still a few players short, big time. And another player, like, you know, the position I want to talk about was right back. Like, you know, Cedric for me, not good enough, you know. Certainly, like, you know, I'm thinking of the long term future here, as in, like, you know, if we're going to challenge for a league title or something like that. Is he good enough? No, he's not. Tomiyasu, he's good. Yeah, he's good. Can he keep injury free? The same with Tierney. You know, it's a bit of a defensive worry there. Another left back. You know, like, you know, Zinchenko, I don't want him playing in that left back position. I want him up on the sort of left hand side of that midfield, where Xhaka would play normally sometimes. Because Xhaka, to me, just put him in the bin. You know, fair enough. I can't see us getting rid of him. So put him on the bench. Like, you know, is he an improvement on the bench? El Neni, Xhaka, yeah, I'd probably go with Xhaka there. You know, I'll talk about the bench in a minute. But yeah, like, you know, we need another left back as well, definitely, because Tierney is just, for me, he's just too injury prone. You know what I mean? What if Zinchenko gets an injury as well and we're back to fucking shit in left defence? You know, probably playing Xhaka back there again. Like, that last year was a disgrace. The two centre halves, like we've been saying, like I've been saying this, loads of people have been saying this, get Saliba back in there, Gabriel and Saliba in there. Yes, I'm liking that. I'm fucking liking that big time. Two big lads, fucking centre halves. That's what you want. You know what I mean? Saliba, you know, breath of fresh air. He really is. And, like, you know, like Wenger used to say, he's like a new signing. He is like a new signing, because the boy, he's a good player. You know, kept an eye on him. We all sort of did. Like, you know, when he was at Marseille, you know, you'd be watching the games. He done really well, and the speed of him, he's big lad, you know what I mean, and that's what you need in the Premier League as well. For strikers that bully us, like, you know, in the past, I don't think they bully us anymore, because Gabriel as well, he's a big lad as well. I'm fucking delighted with this. I don't want to see Ben White near there. But look, I take Ben White in right back as a backup to Tomiyasu over Cedric. That's what I'm thinking. I would rather that. You know, my ideal back four would be Tierney in the left, Gabriel and Saliba, and then Tomiyasu on the right. Obviously Ramsdale then in goal. That's pretty solid. I like that. You know what I mean? That's fairly up there. It's good defence, you know. But yeah, where does it leave Ben White if that's the case? You know, will he be happy sitting on the bench, warming it up? Will he throw his toys out of the pram? I don't know. You know, he doesn't watch football, so I'm sure he probably wouldn't care. You know, if he's sitting on the bench getting rock and roll wages, sitting there to do nothing. Tomiyasu, I think he's another injury prone player, so I do think that Ben White will get a lot of game time, Henry, next year, if he's not going to be playing in centre half, but he certainly will. And, like, you know, a lot of other players will be getting a game, because you have the Europa League as well as the FA Cup and the League Cup and stuff like that, and there'll be injuries, you know. So yeah, I'd say Ben White, you know, I'd have him as a backup, let's be honest. Where does it leave Rob Holding? Sorry, I think he should be in the bin, but we'll talk about that another time. Yeah, and want to say Jesus, absolute fucking class player. Like, I didn't realise how much an effect he'd have. We all know we all knew. Look, he's a Premier League champion. You know, that doesn't go unnoticed. Like, you know what I mean? Class player, you know. And I just think this whole Arsenal thing is fitting them down to a T. And it's like Arsenal were screaming out ever since, let's say this time last year when we had Aubameyang or whatever, like, you know, the previous season or whatever, banging the goals in, and we've been screaming out for a striker ever since, because let's be honest about it, Aubameyang's season from, let's say, August last year until December, January, when we got rid of him, wasn't the best, you know, and Lacazette didn't exactly light the world on fire. So yeah, we've been screaming out for this, and we're like, how lucky we were that the likes of, I don't know, City or United or someone else didn't go in for him, or someone abroad. You know what I mean? We're very lucky, and I'll give credit where it's due for Edu and Arteta. Well done on getting that over the line, along with Zinchenko as well. Well done. I have to say that. I'll give credit when it's due. That's brilliant bit of business. You know, this guy is just, we have to be careful with him, because I don't. It's the same with Saka for me. Playing him every fucking game, it's leaving him open to injury. We should be playing him in the Premier League. The Europa League, you're just sort of saying to him, look, at the early stages of the Europa League, Arsenal should be wiping the league, the little group that we're going to be in. There's not that big teams. We're going to be the big team in the pot. You know what I mean? You should be, right, have him on the bench. Don't be playing him fucking Saturday or Thursday, Sunday, and throwing in a League Cup game or something like this. Please, Arteta, don't do that. We have to fucking wrap him up. Him and Saka as well, because Saka, he just played him in every fucking game last year. We cannot be doing that. The World Cup is going to be coming up for these guys as well. They're going to be playing in the World Cup. There's going to be a lot of games that these guys are going to be playing. And especially if we're pushing for the top 4 towards the end of the season, we don't want to fucking bust our balls, like, you know, and them running out of fucking gas towards the end of the fucking year. You know what I mean? When we really do need them. So choose the games wisely. You know what I mean? FA Cup, put on the, like, you know, the Eddie Nketiahs or whoever else is going to be around, like, you know, for up front. Please, like, you know, and even Smith or Saka as well. These two players, because the two of them are fucking clicking, and Martinelli, because Martinelli is fucking clicking. The three of them, fuck me, I'll tell you, any defence in the Premier League will fear them. They will 100% will fear them players. You know what I mean? Because them running at you, they have the speed, power, and fucking accuracy, and great at shooting. You know what I mean? I really have to say it. You know, so we have our defence, we have our forwards, our strikers, our attackers. You know what I mean? The midfield, we just need to fucking get that 1 or 2 players in. You know what I mean? To fucking sew us up nice and tight. I'm gonna talk about the bench. Like, look, Rome wasn't built in a day and all that bollocks. We know all that. But Jesus, our defence is fucking piss poor. You know what I mean? And I was only saying this there the other day. Like, look, we have Matt Turner, you know. I'm on the Arsenal website. Fucking Leno must be gone because he's not here now. He's not on their website, so there you go. So Matt Turner, obviously our backup keeper. I know nothing about him. Don't watch the MLS. Haven't a clue. Watch whatever, like, you know, of him, snippets and shit like that. Not enough to fucking judge. 30 years, what is he? Whatever, he's fucking, whatever age he is, I don't believe now, to be honest. But anyway, yeah, not good enough for me. No, Leno is there, sorry, jeez, I'm fucking blind. Yeah, so our next year, Rob Holding, you know, for me, not good enough. And what I mean, some people might say, now I do like Rob Holding as a pair. I think he seems to be a nice, genuine fella, and I do like him. Rob Holding, can you honestly say if we're playing Man City or Liverpool, would you be fearful if Rob Holding was in the defence there? For me, no way. You know what I mean? But look, we have made the improvements of Saliba and stuff like that, and Ben White then, if he's your backup centre half, okay, he's better than Rob Holding, you know. Suarez, like, you know, sorry, not good enough. Like, you know, no way is he good enough. Pablo Marie, no, sorry. You know what I mean? And this fucking Egypt is still fucking there. Becky B, whatever the fuck he calls himself, fucking, you know what I mean? No, like, just get him out of the club, because his fucking attitude to me is fucking wrong. Let's hug each other, we're all friends. Fuck off. You know what I mean? What else? Smith, Lakonga, Sambi Lakonga. Look, he's going to get game time, the Europa League, League Cups, maybe FA Cups as well. He may get few games in the league as well, due to injury, suspension, whatever. You know, I just, like, last year, the reason I feel sorry for him, because last year he was fucked in at the deep end, and his reputation is bollocks now with some Arsenal fans. He's still only a young player, you know what I mean? He's still only a young player. He needs to be given a chance. He should be gone out on loan, probably, my opinion. Get him out, like, to a Premiership team. Let's say Nottingham Forest or some team like that, like, you know what I mean? But don't put him under fucking pressure again. He's only 22 years of age. You know what I mean? Get the guy out, get him a year of experience in the Premier League. At best, then a team that's challenging in the Championship to get into the Premiership. You know, get him a bit of experience. For me, he's a year at least away from getting on the Arsenal team, 100%. Then we have El Neni. Look, to me, he's no good. No good at all. But what I will say is, he seems like a nice guy, and I think his attitude and the players around him really like him as a person. You know what I mean? And for a squad member like that, it's important to have someone to have a laugh with when you're training and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I don't want him playing at all, but I hope you get what I mean. Like, he's good to have around the dressing room, have a laugh, the other players have a buzz off him, you know what I mean? But I don't want him playing, if that makes any sense. You know, we shouldn't have gave him the contract, but this is the situation we're in. He's not leaving, he's here for the season. I'll still support him, I'll still back him, and I hope he does well. If he does come on, I'm wishing the best of luck, because, you know, he's a potential banana skin there, you know what I mean? Like, you know, would he get on the Chelsea bench? I'm not even talking about Liverpool or Man City, because there's no way he'd get in the fucking under-23 squad. But would he get in the bench? You know, I don't fucking know. And, you know, you're only as good as your bench, to me. For a team challenging, look at Man City's bench. I'd say every one of them would probably walk into the Arsenal team. Some of them would, anyway. You know, and then I'm going to talk about fucking Vieira, the young fella Vieira. I'm excited to see him. I'm going to give him a chance. Obviously, he's only after signing, and, like, you know, I hope he's as good as people are building him up to be. The YouTube clips of him, everything like that. I hope he's as good as, you know, he seems. Do I think he will be? I think a team like Arsenal, like, you know, now this is only me, like, no one has seen much of him, let's be honest about it. Look, should he go on loan to a Championship team even, or whatever, like, you know, or France even, or somewhere? I'm not mad on them going, like, you know, out to France or Spain or Italy or something like that. I think they need to stay in England, get into the league, or the English football game. You know what I mean? It's fucking cold nights and fucking up in Sunderland or whatever the fuck he's going to be, like, you know, playing against these teams, to get used to it, you know what I mean? Because it's a tough, demanding, physical league. And this guy, I think my son Zach would knock him off a ball. You know, he needs to bulk up. He needs to get used to the English game, you know. So I'd put him out on loan. If not, obviously he has to get his games, his run of games in the Europa League and obviously the League Cup and the FA Cup and stuff like that. Torreira. What do you do with him? Like, if he's not in your plans, why is he still there? I'm sure there's a host of clubs in Italy wanting him, because he didn't do too bad when he was on loan. You know, sell him, put him out there if you're not getting rid of him. There's no point in having him around, wasting staff, Arsenal staff, fucking getting him fit and all the shit that you have to do in pre-season for every player. Spend time with every player. You know what I mean? let's put our focus elsewhere if you're getting rid of him. If you're not, grand, keep him. You know what I mean? And look, in the League Cup game, I'd like to see him. Let him earn his fucking trust. Let him prove his point. Is he good enough? You know, is he good enough to play at Arsenal? If he's not, okay, good luck. I think his contract is up next year. You know, if he plays fucking good up to the World Cup and he starts breaking into the first team, Jesus Christ, that's it. Get it signed up or whatever. Like, you know, but Arsenal again, very, very slow to fucking get shit done. You know, Maitland-Niles. If he's not going to play right back, I'll see you later. Bye. Thanks for the memories. Thanks for your contribute, your game time to Arsenal. Thanks a million. See you later. You know, yeah, I don't think he wants to play right back. I think he's the type of player that wants to dictate. No, I'm a midfielder. Well, the time I've seen you in midfield, you weren't good enough, mate. So it's either right back or else see you fucking later. You know, that's my opinion. As it says, my opinion's always right. It's fucking probably more wrong than it is right, but it's just my opinion. And Arsenal bleeding, whoever runs the fucking the account here, like, you know, it's the Man City jerseys on. Sorry, it's the Premier League website I'm on. So whoever's at the Premier League website, jeez, would you not have him in an Arsenal jersey? Well, whatever. That's Zinchenko I'm talking about. But anyway, Pepe, like, you know, I as I said, I touched on it earlier on. You know, is he going to be sold? You know, I don't think so. Loan, grand. We'll move on. Eddie Nketiah. Is this the season? Is this the season? Is this the season he gets fucking 20 plus goals? No, I don't think so. I reckon he might have a good season, but I'm thinking probably 10 goals max. 10 at best. 13, 14 goals. Like, you know, he will get a bit of game time due to, like, you know, let's say, like, you know, bringing him on in the second half or whatever, and, like, you know, if you need to change game and bring on a striker, he will get game time. You know, he'll obviously get it in the cups as well, in Europe as well. So yeah, look, it's going to be a big season for him. But for me, I'd rather have someone else. And I've seen a rumour, Timo Werner. No, you're all right. 270 grand a week that fella's on. He scored about fucking 10 goals last season. No, why should we be taking on wages like that? Don't even go there. But anyway, your man Balogun, he's gone. Reece Nelson. Yeah, I think his time at Arsenal, like, he's been given a lot of chances. He's been put out on loan. Has Arteta given him enough time? You know, debatable. But he has been on loan. You know, he hasn't really lit it up. Is there clubs in for him? Haven't a clue. Would I get rid of him? Yeah, I would get rid of him. If it means we're to promote some younger player, give them a chance, or use the money to probably buy another young player from another club and, you know, go from there. But for me, Reece, no, I'm unfortunate. And I actually do like the guy. Like, you know, he showed potential. I don't think he's like, you know, sort of kicked on and moved on to the next level. So for me, not for me. And Marquinhos or whatever, I don't know if he's gone out on loan. I think he should be. He's a bit young. That's my opinion. But yeah, look, that's my opinion just of the squad and sort of what I think of the up and coming season. And one last thing I want to say, and it's fucking driving me mad, is this poxy looking fucking pink fucking jersey. Jesus Christ. It's fucking horrible, first of all. It's nothing to do with Arsenal whatsoever, and don't give me this in the 1940s and it has all this shite on it. Fuck off. Because it's nothing to do with the Arsenal colours, okay? It's nothing to do with tradition and the shite that they're trying to fucking go. Bollocks. You know what I mean? No, it's just nothing. I don't know why they fucking done it. Why? You know what I mean? And them other fucking idiots. Oh, a real man wears pink. Fuck off. They're doing their bollocks. You know what I mean? Yeah, there was a phase fucking years ago in the early 2000s where pink was in and people wearing pink short. Even Del Boy donned a bit of pink. But fuck me, not nowadays. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I personally think it should have been the blue or yellow as the away kit, and the tour kit, the black one. The black one is fucking beautiful. I love it. I really do. I have to say, I do love it. The pink one, I don't understand it. Like, you know, I really fucking don't. They're trying to get into this little, oh, we're clicking all the boxes for everyone to be loving Arsenal and all this. We're a fucking football club, okay? Like, if you support Arsenal now, you support them. It doesn't matter, like, going changing fucking colours of jerseys or something like that. When it's fake, if you know what I mean, it's nothing to do with Arsenal. Like, pink is nothing to do with Arsenal's history at all. And next thing we go and fucking put out a pink jersey. You know what I mean? Like, I want the yellow or even the blue or whatever like that as our away kit. And fucking the black one then, if you want to throw in something trendy, the black one. Fucking lovely. But why pink? Fuck off, Arsenal. That's a big fucking boo-boo on your sake. But anyway, I'm going to do a preview of the Crystal Palace game. I might do that on Wednesday. And I'll probably do a live stream or something like that before I go away and get a few people on, have your say about the season as well. So I'll drop a link out, and if you see the link, hit the notification and like, yeah, get people on. We'll have a chat about the upcoming season. If you're a supporter of another team as well, that's it. Keep the notification on, because what I'll do is when I go live, I'll drop the link in it there for you all to come on and have a chat and give out to me or do whatever the fuck you want. Thanks a million again for tuning in. Please like and subscribe, and have a great evening, everyone, and take care, and God bless.